Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. We're going to talk about CleanSpark today. CLSK is the ticker. I haven't talked about this one in a while, but I wanted to break into it real quick. I wanted to show you what the analysts think of it. I'm going to show you the technicals and a future resistance point that's coming, and also my price target personally, as well as doing a little bit of math here. So let's get into it. All right, and starting off at tipranks here, we've got a high of 50, a low of 35, and an average price target of 42.50, which represents a just about 170% upside. Now you'll see on the left here, we've got two analysts. We've got HC Wainwright analyst with a 5-star, $50 price target, which was reiterated 2 months ago. And then Gregory Lewis BTIG, 0-star analyst with a $35 price target, reiterated 2 months ago as well. Now this is really interesting here. So here's the 5-star analyst with the $50 price target, and he's actually ranked number 45 out of 7,701 analysts, which makes me extra bullish on this one. And he has an average return of all of his ratings of 61%. So when he strikes it, he really strikes it out of the park on the ones that he's right on, and he actually has a success rate of 50%. So take that as you will. Here on the right, you've got his other ratings. He rated Archimoto FUV a hold. He mostly gets into like electric vehicles. Here you have CleanSpark, but he gets into like electric vehicles, the renewable energy kind of sector. So I think he's in the right sector to analyze CleanSpark. And going back to this article that was actually end of September, early October, I believe, most importantly right here. So this was our news recently that they are still on their goal and they're still on track to reach the 2 exahash by the end of 2021 and 3.2 exahash by fall of 2022. So everyone that was worried about how much they're mining, what their projections are, they're still reiterating what they were previously saying. Now I did get into a little bit of math here, and if you get the 2 exahash that they're expecting by the end of the year, I know they're not there yet, but let's just fast forward. Let's just say Bitcoin's still at 60,000. It could go up by then, it could go down, but here's just for a hypothetical, okay? So Bitcoin's at 60,000. They're doing 2 exahash, which is about 18 Bitcoin at the current difficulty level. It could be a little bit less, but you can always change the math around as you see fit, and I'll give you the formula that you'd need to figure this out. It's pretty simple. So 2 exahash, about 18 Bitcoin. So that means in one day, in terms of how much money they'd be making, without counting their expenses, which is I believe like $7,000 or so last I heard to mine 1 Bitcoin. It could be less though. But okay, so in terms of just revenue, not counting expenses, you're talking about a $1,080,000 gain in one day if they're getting 2 exahash, which is 18 Bitcoin. Now, in 1 month, that same amount would be 32,400,000, which in 1 quarter would equate to 97,200,000. And that's just in 1 quarter. So times that by 4 quarters, you're talking really close to about a $400 million gain. And keep in mind, guys, this market cap is what, like 500 something million? Okay. And this cap is actually under 600 million. So consider that if they are at that 2, once they get to that 2 exahash and they're mining Bitcoin, if it can stay at 60,000 or above, they'll be in revenue making just about their market cap, which I think is just insane and makes me ultra bullish. And I am not planning on selling anything anytime soon, not even in the 10s, 20s. I'm waiting till 30s at the bare minimum to skim profits. And you know me, I really like risk management and I really like skimming some profits, but this one I'm holding off on. And I really wanted to show you here on the chart, we are going to be looking at this $20 resistance because that's a, it's a psychological level at $20. So I can definitely see potential resistance coming up to 20, but we do have a ways to go. But if you look here, when it goes on a rally, it goes on a nice rally. If you look before this even had any real stuff going on, this is back, you're talking 2020 November. So the end of 2020 November, from just November up into January, we went from about a $10 price up to 40. And we actually hit 40 like 3 times. So 40 is definitely going to be like a long-term resistance for us. I can definitely see that. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. Talking in short term, I see $20 definitely as the psychological resistance. Right now where we're going, I could definitely see this thing continue to go especially as Bitcoin works its way. Maybe we see Bitcoin working its way by the end of the month towards 65. We'll see what happens there, but you definitely have to keep a close eye on Bitcoin with this one because it is going to just move based on Bitcoin. Sometimes there's a disconnect. Sometimes Bitcoin drops, this might rise. Sometimes Bitcoin rises, this might drop. But generally speaking, if Bitcoin's rallying, this is going to rally as well. And you can actually play this, like I've said in previous videos, you can, if you see Bitcoin rallying early morning pre-market, you can expect that this will probably have a nice little rally pre-market. But that's just one potential way to play this for some short-term gains. I am definitely long-term on this one. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it for CleanSpark. That's all I got for you. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update with a little bit of math. Now, just imagine if, like they said, by the end of 2022, if they get to that 3.2 exahash, talking about a $50 million every month. You'd be talking about $150 million per quarter. For this to double up, you're talking about a $1.4 billion market cap, which to me, in over the months, that is completely reasonable in my opinion for this thing to move there. It has previously been there. It was previously at, I want to say, in the 40s. It was probably close to like a $3 billion market cap, I want to say. I could be wrong there, but just keep in mind the market cap is everything. Stock price doesn't mean much. Market cap is everything. So this thing can definitely move. As Bitcoin moves, this thing could completely rally. Once people realize how much money they could be potentially making. And this is just the Bitcoin mining. They still got the microgrid to work on, the solar, the mVolt software that they're working on. So there's definitely a lot of catalysts for this one. And all those other things are still kind of ramping up, and they still got a ways to go in terms of that. Definitely Bitcoin is the main focus in crypto mining. But that's basically all I got for you guys. Just keep an eye out on this one. I would be looking for any pullbacks to just load up. This is still in a good zone to me to buy anything under 20. But thanks again, guys. I will see you next time.